Hello everyone. Today we shall discuss about min, mini and MINX functions. Here there are few points to remember about minimum function, which is min function. The columns which are counted are numbers, text, dates and blanks. Okay. Suppose that when we are comparing blank, okay, blank is treated as 0. Suppose that if 1 and blank is compared, since blank is 0, in the minimum value between 1 and 0 is 0. Hence it returns 0. If minimum value of -1 and 0 are compared, it returns in 0. The blank is treated as 0 when it is compared. Okay, and if both arguments are blank, minimum will return blank. Okay, if either of expression returns a value which is not allowed, minimum returns error. It returns an error when unsupportive value is provided. Here, the true false values are not supported. We should use the min function to use the boolean values or to use the true false value. Let us make a measure to find out the minimum date. Okay, I am creating a measure. I'll write min date equal to shift enter min parenthesis open. I'll provide the date column in sales date. Okay, I'll shift enter, close the parenthesis and hit enter. I'll go to home tab. Okay, I'll take the text card. When I use this measure, here you could see that minimum date is January 3rd, 2018. Okay, this is with respect to dates. Let us check whether it works for numerical fields or not. I'll again create a new measure. I'll write min price. Okay, I want to check the minimum value of unit price. So I'll write min price equal to, okay, min bracket open. I'll write unit price. Okay, I'll take the unit price column. I'll close the parenthesis. I'll go to home tab, or I could just click on this text box. Okay, I'll text card. I'll copy that. Okay, instead of date, I'll use minimum price. Here you could see that minimum price value is 450. Okay, I'll click on the measure table again. I'll create a new measure. I'll check the minimum cost. I'll write min cost equal to min bracket open. I'll type unit cost, sales unit cost. I'll close the bracket. Since we are using the only single column, we could just write in a simple formula, which is min bracket open and column name. Okay, again I'll click on this text card. I'll copy it and paste it. I have taken this text card again. Instead of price, I'll use this min cost. 175 is the min cost. Suppose that these are large values and I just made the measures and I want to compare between these two measures. I could use the minimum function again, min function again, and I'll create another measure again. I could show you the comparison between min price by using measure. I'll write min comparison. Okay, here I'll write min bracket open. Here let us take the min price as first scalar 1 value. I'll put a comma. Here when I entered, here you could see that scalar 2 value is highlighted. I'll write min cost. Okay, I'll close the formula and hit enter. I'll copy this text card. I'll use the measure min comparison. Here you could see that when min price and min cost is compared, in these two values, the minimum value is 175. So it proves that the minimum value function worked with scalar values as well, and it worked with numerical and date values. You could even check with the text. Okay, I'll show you whether it works with boolean or not. Min function does not support boolean value. Let us check. Here in the data, if you could see in the boolean table, I have this single column boolean check where it has few true and false values. Okay, I'll quickly make a measure. Here I'll write min boolean check equal to min. Okay, here I'll write directly the column name boolean check. and close the parenthesis. Okay, and we could copy the text card. Here if I use this boolean check, you could see this error. If you click on this see details, it shows that minimum function cannot work with the type of boolean values. Here I have mentioned that if you have to check the boolean values, we have to use MINX function. Let us go to the MINX function. It has few things to be remembered. It takes numbers, okay, or it considers this boolean values. 1 is true and 0 is false. If the column contains no values, MINX function returns 0. Okay, empty cells are ignored. If you want to compare text values, then use min function instead of min. And this function is not supported for direct query mode when it is used in calculated columns or row level security rules. Okay, let us it functions similar to the min function. Let us check if min function supports the boolean values or not. I'll create another measure. Okay, I'll click on the measure table. I'll create another measure. Let us name the column, name the measure as min boolean check. Okay, equal to min a. I'll open the bracket. I'll take the boolean check column. I'll close the bracket and hit enter. Okay, similarly I'll take a text card to show you. Since there are true and false values, since 0 is the false value and it is minimum value, it would result as in a 0 value. Okay, because true is 1 and 0 false is 0, minimum value is 0, so it would result in 0. Let us move on to the other function, which is MINX function. MINX function, it gives us the smallest value by evaluating in row context. It checks each and every row and then it will result in the output, which is the smallest value. Blank values are skipped in this MINX function, and true false values are not supported, and as well as it is not supported in the direct query mode when it is used in calculated columns and RLS. Okay, let us quickly check how MINX function works. I'll create a new measure. Suppose that I want to check profit, okay, by evaluating it in measure, the minimum profit. I'll write minimum profit equal to MINX, open the parenthesis, table. I'll give the table name as sales. In the expression, I'll write unit price minus unit cost. This would be evaluated in each row of the table, and then it will give us the minimum value among the multiple values. Okay, that is how MINX function helps us in finding the smallest value. Once it is evaluated, I'll quickly go to home tab and then take a text card and show you the value. Here in our table, the minimum profit is 230. Okay, you could evaluate and check with respect to data set. Here I'll show you another usage of MINX function. Again I'll create a new measure. Okay, once I show you the minimum profit with respect to filtering condition, I'll write minimum profit for Apple brand. Okay, equal to, I'll open MINX function. Once I open the bracket, here you could see the two parameters. Earlier we used sales and in the expression we evaluated profit. Here what we could do is I'll write filter, bracket open. In the table I'll write sales. To filter the condition, I'll write brand equal to, okay, Apple. Okay, what this could do is it will evaluate the filter condition for sales where the brand is only Apple. Okay, I'll make it into a like understandable format. This is how we use it in best practice. Okay, I'll put comma after it. Here the filter function, it is our first parameter of MINX function. Okay, and I'll put a comma after it. I'll write in the second expression about the profit, which is unit price minus unit cost. Okay, I'll close the bracket. Here I'll click here. Okay, this is our MINX function where we applied the filter condition of Apple brand and we want to evaluate the profit in each row. Okay, to show you the output, I'll copy this text card. Okay, I'll use this MINX function for Apple brand. The minimum profit for Apple brand is 450. Okay, this is how MINX function evaluates in each row and helps us with the evaluated expression by calculating the whole table or filter or in filtered condition. Thank you for watching, and we shall meet in the next video.